Welcome to Evilive, your one-stop location online for the most Tolkien of recipes, which answers the question, can baked fish and chips be as good tasting as fried? Subscribe if you're new to the channel, because today we are making the recipe Fish and Chips from Recipes from the World of Tolkien by Robert Tousley Anderson. Being a massive fried fish fan, and also needing to step away from fried foods for my own health, I was excited to try this recipe. I collected the ingredients: 9 russet potatoes, olive oil, 2 cups whole wheat breadcrumbs, 2 lemons, a bunch of parsley, 5 tilapia fillets, and white wine vinegar. I began by washing the potatoes, then cutting them into fries. I had 9 potatoes for 4 people, and that is simply too many fries, so I stopped after 5 potatoes were cut. Next, I poured 2 tablespoons of olive oil over the fries and tossed them, ensuring they were completely covered. Then I laid them out on a baking sheet with aluminum foil, which was my first problem. They just stuck to the foil, so I removed it halfway through. They were put into the oven at 400 degrees for 40 minutes, but again, it should have been 450 degrees for an hour. While the fries were baking, I grabbed my breadcrumbs and added the zest of a lemon, mixing it in. Then I chopped up about 3 tablespoons of parsley and mixed that into the breadcrumbs as well. Now that the coating was ready, I quartered the tilapia fillets. While the recipe called for only 1 egg for the fish coating, 3 would be the accurate number, as I only used 2 ultimately, and it wasn't enough. I gathered the half cup of flour, beaten egg, crumbs, and fish, and began readying them for baking. You coat the fish in flour, then douse it in the egg, and finally smother it in the crumbs. It is integral to have enough eggs and large enough dishes for the process. Mine were a little small, and for the sake of filming, I tried to keep them all compact, but more room would have been better. While the fries were baking, we regularly checked on them, turning them over, and when there were about 20 minutes left, we added the fish. With everything cooking, I began the lemon mayonnaise dip, and let me just say right off the bat, I did it the hard way. I mixed an egg, added the half cup of olive oil, and should have stopped there to make the mayonnaise, but instead, I added the zest of a lemon and the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and then blended it together, trying to get the right consistency. I ultimately added about a half cup more olive oil slowly to thicken it, but it took a long time and was never perfect. I finished by adding 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. With the fish and fries finished baking, I plated them up, drizzling on the dip, and dug in. It may be my own elevation, the thickness of the potatoes, or any combination thereof, but nothing ended crispy brown, and with company over, I simply couldn't wait any longer. Also, even though this is an intentionally healthy and non-seasoned dish, salt would go a long way for this recipe. I will give this execution of the dish 3 out of 5 evil eyes. It would be a higher rating if I had more golden color on the fish and fries and would have made the mayonnaise dip correctly. Thank you for tuning in. As always, like it or not, evil spelled backwards is live, so get out there and be evil.